play style. Look at that. Number three best set record for DUCHAN. Pre-bans coming out. Oh, the double occult girl. This is not what I wanted when I said I wanted double occult girl gameplay.
Both of them that we're not going to see either one now.
Yeah, I'd like to see them in a game.
Oh, interesting. Something to keep in mind. Takuzo, same guild as Matsu, so maybe it was a world of he knew his opponent extremely well because they're guildies.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Does that take away from it? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
No,
maybe.
I would never take that away from it.
You wouldn't take that away? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, gang is here super early, by the way.
Yep.
No way.
Super early. Quite interesting. Oh my lord! I didn't know he had one of those things. So DUCHAN's he's gonna be problem today. You know.
These are fun picks actually. The Nefties, the Light Ivor. I still find the Cigar, who's the Wind and Bison equivalent, just to be so fun. I really enjoy watching that gameplay, but it's kind of the sort of gameplay that I'd like to be playing if I had these units, you know.
Yes.
Big fan.
So, Holy Trinity, locked in by Takuzo. We've got an Ethna coming in here, but no second speed lead. I do think he needs to have a second speed lead. Opting not to, bringing in the Kinky.
Nice. That is a nice choice. The defense break from the Nefties is gonna hurt, especially if the Rakuni ends up getting the ban. Let's see if he wants to deal with the Kinky or if he might need to ban it out. Oh, he's keeping it in.
Whoa. Yeah, he's definitely keeping it in here. All right, Dominic's going to get locked in here. We have seen DUCHAN draft Dominic, and that was a couple years ago, I want to say, where Dominic was, you know, really striking the meta hard with how much damage he's able to produce on the field. And Dominic still can produce a lot of damage out there. So we'll see what DUCHAN has in store for us with this Dominic potentially going through.
When Dom was doing crazy damage, I call those the good old days, Stoic. I miss it. It was simpler back then. What was that? That sounded like a hesitant there, Stoic. Do you disagree?
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Well, I mean, we've got speed lead. We've got a Takuzo going to be taking turn one. Let's see what Miles is capable of doing here, because we all know Miles can be extremely toxic, not getting a stun, but getting the additional turn, and that's what I'm talking about. Look at all the damage he's putting out on the field already, with a beautiful stun going on top of that Ethna as well. Oliver looking for his attack bar reduction, does land it.
Good strips coming out. Cigar trying to take control, desperately trying to save the Light Ivor. See if we can get some damage in on somebody. He opts to take it out on the Ethna. I would like to see the Miles also dispatched like yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like the main unit they may have to focus on is that Miles. Get rid of that massive damage there, because, you know, Takuzo has a lot of damage in many, many forms right now, and great control with that Oliver, because I feel like he's giving a lot of focus right now to the Ethna, where I think a lot of that focus might need to be onto that Miles, but Ethna will be dropped here. He does have Stilt too, getting that stun as well. Looking for a defense break, not getting it.
Nice stun on the Miles, and ends up getting a little bit of breathing room. He tried to fish for the attack bar reduction on the Kinky and ended up getting quite the punish with a defense break landing on the Hey Gang. And just like that, the Light Ivor is dispatched.
That's it, but so is the Cigar. Cigar Ivor going to be down here. We've got DUCHAN honestly on the back foot right now with a defense broken Hey Gang. Hey Gang can easily drop it. I think he used the skill. Interesting, not going for the skill to stun onto that. Oh, it's not going to matter anyways. There's no way that DUCHAN's going to be able to finish off here with just this one unit. Miles just ended up being a massive problem.
I'm telling you, you know, I'm saying the good old days were when Dom did the big damage. Now we got Miles doing the huge damage. I don't know, it's 7.9k on a glance every time. That's a wild amount of damage.
It is. That's a pretty big Miles there, doing a lot of damage there, and that's just something you have to worry about. DUCHAN like rethinking his draft here for sure. That's probably not how you have to go. Like, that's not the kind of draft style that you should be taking up against Takuzo. Takuzo clearly very prepared for it, but we've got Occult Girls now available going into round number 2. I don't know how much that changes things, though.
Yeah, Takuzo felt very comfortable last time. Banning out the Narsha, again, that's a super targeted pre-ban. They definitely know each other's boxes pretty well.
And then banning out the Ragdoll. If there's a world where Ragdoll is going to be the pre-ban, you're drafting AoE something. So we're going to see a more come out here with like something else.
Well predicted. You're super right. Banning out the Ragdoll is just trying to say, I would like to do things to you in a wide fashion. So Laura really fits that bill.
Yeah, Laura's going to be drafted here by DUCHAN with the Raccoony as well. So it looks like the Nikki's going to hit the field, and there's going to be one more AoE unit that TAKUZO is going to be taken in here to really justify the Ragdoll ban. And I think he's trying to set it up here with a Cigar and Yan Hong. So I feel like DUCHAN might be in a position of, again, banning out the speed lead and taking advantage of his opponent. But it looks like banning out the speed lead is not going to help when you're going to be drafting a Light Eivor and a Fire Monkey King. So it looks like DUCHAN's probably going to be in a position where he's built to receive. So whatever TAKUZO is planning to do, he's probably going to get it through, and DUCHAN's going to react after it.
Word. Yeah, the Light Eivor here is also sitting a little bit more comfortably than last game. There was a lot of pressure on that unit last game, Stoic. She couldn't really rest easy. You saw her get taken out almost immediately by that Miles, so it was so quick to just clean up that kill. This time there's less of that pressure. Masha does present some of that. That's exactly what TAKUZO needed to round out his draft, is something to dish out that heavy damage to compete with the Monkey and the Light Eivor.
So this is quite interesting. I almost want to ban out the Yan Hong and then ban out the Oliver, but this is interesting. I give a lot of credit right now. I think TAKUZO is looking pretty comfortable.
Yeah, TAKUZO's definitely got a good setup. Both of these players have a decent amount of sustain in the sense that the Monkey King can kind of facilitate his own solo by keeping himself alive with that skill too. But I definitely think that TAKUZO is more built for the long game.
Oh, wow. He got the stun on top of the Yan Hong, the unit that was going to be moving next here. We're going to see this big third skill coming out. Let's see the kind of damage, 2.3, 2.8. So it's some pretty solid damage. But we've got Nikki doing her own thing as well. And we're going to be seeing some... Oh, wow, that was like 1 point somethings with 2Ks.
Definitely reduced by the increased defense. I bet she would do more if with sans the defense buff, for sure. And everybody's in a tough spot right now. Let's just see if she can dish out some damage. We have seen not a lot of big numbers. This is definitely a game of inches in this one. It's going to come down to that mid game. See if he can lock down the Yan Hong right away. He got the increased cooldown time on Vanessa. He is free to take out that Light Sky Dancer.
Yeah, that was right. No additional turn coming out of that Nikki to heal and save his team there with that skill, too. That is available, making Nikki the main focus. He did sleep, and I think he's going to still probably stay on this unit, and he is. He drops that unit with the Fire Monkey King, which is the right decision. DUCHAN taking full control in this round in number 2, and the victory as well.
DUCHAN saw the window of opportunity and took advantage of it. Did such a great job eliminating that Yan Hong and also dancing around the auto activation of the revive from Vanessa. That's
right. Well played, well thought out. He took his time there. He stayed in control there. So well done, DUCHAN, taking that match there. TAKUZO, I'm expecting to see a change of pace here. With the Ragdoll pre-ban, dude, I honestly, I'm still not about it.
Yeah, I know, and it's beyond the bit, you know. I know that it's gone beyond the bit. I think you're right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I feel like pre-banning the Ragdoll was just such a whatever. Yeah, you were signaling something, but then you drafted and you obviously what your opponent's going to be taking is going to change like whatever your previous thoughts were. But was Ragdoll like that good? I don't think Ragdoll was that good. We're seeing a Water Ryu and a Nephthys hit the field right now. Even like a Nephthys pre-ban last would have been 1,000 times better than seeing a Ragdoll pre-ban, even though Nephthys wasn't even on the chats there for DUCHAN. But all right, Water Ryu, Nephthys, excellent picks here.
Yeah, it's like the potential benefit from banning out the Nephthys was stronger. Oh, the Narsha flashing. I wonder if he's debating because of the Hagang, because he doesn't want to open up with a strip into a boost for the team.
Well, his opponent has a Narsha as well.
So he's
flashed
thinking,
it.
He did flash it. I think it was just trying to incept the idea then.
So interesting. And you got a little bit of a look too from TAKUZO. He looked over to DUCHAN after that too. There's that Nash. It hits the field as well. Leo, you already know that unit's just going to get banned out though. So he's going to drop the Leo as a baited ban.
and pairs really well with the Fire Monkey King as well because he scales his own speed over the course of the game. If we're banning the Narsha, I like that.
I like that too. I think Kinky's a fine unit to bring to the
just
table right now, able to take advantage of a lot of things, whether it's Water Reef first skills or even Fire Monkey King to take advantage of the defense break. Revenge is coming from Kinky here, so I do like DUCHAN's draft. If Narsha goes through, we might be singing a different tune.
Yeah, she's the one that I get. There we go. So kind of an expected ban on the Narsha. Even though she's unable to crit on Kinky just like everybody else, the defense break damage into like Yeonhong skill 2 or even a dismounted skill 1 or skill 2 is just too much to contend with. Big opener from Yeonhong boosting up the team, and now Haegang has the opportunity to apply glancing if he wants to. Fishes for a single target stun instead.
Yeah, beautiful despair stun going there onto the Nephthys. Of course, no defense break's going to be landing on top of the Changpeng with immunity up there. Looking for a defense break on the Nephthys, capitalizing on that damage as well with the additional turn. No despair stuns coming out of the Moor as well. Looking for a defense break or a stun. Nothing's going to be happening there.
Lots of procs getting thrown around. They're not like game deciding procs, but everybody's getting additional turns on both sides right now, including the monkey. The Nephthys is just lucky to be alive and is quickly taken away.
Yeah, Vanessa bringing some damage to the table there, dropping the Nephthys, looking very good for TAKUZO, putting DUCHAN on the back foot right now. We've got a nice AoE defense break glancings landing onto this field as well. Some no more is going to be landing from that Haegang, but it is going to be more damage there. This is a violent Moor. Interesting.
Oh, it is a violent Moor. I was hoping for despair. I would have liked to see try to dip in for a stun on the Yeonhong, because this could hurt if he might go on Kinky here. This would be a good time to go on the Kinky. Look at that damage. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Yeah, take advantage. That defense break is rather large. Getting the strip as well, boosting up his team. Vanessa trying to lay down the damage.
Oh, and he actually confirmed the kill with Changpeng. Okay.
That is pretty large right there, too. Big skill 2, not getting any kills, though. Confirms a kill. I think he needs to confirm a second kill. Does so. Charge Vitality will be up next turn.
This is real close here, Stoic. If there's any units that can do this single-handedly, it'd be the Moor and the Monkey.
Yep, that's right. Vanessa has third skill up. That's going to be back for... The Charge Vitality is going to be up as well. You know what? I almost feel like we should have seen Vanessa confirm instead of the Yeonhong.
Oh,
that right there was a result
word.
of fast play, though.
Oh, my word. The damage from this Yeonhong. It's definitely the MVP this game.
For sure. Whoa, that's a lot of damage coming out of the Moor as well, though. Does not have the passive up. Big damage. He's got skill, too. No stun's going to be happening here. Is this going to be enough? Oh, he's got the passive up.
Oh, no. That's it. He's got it. He doesn't have the passive.
He's got it. Yeah. I was like, that's it. I couldn't tell if that was going to be it there. If the Moor kept violent procking, he would have kept up with the passive, but that's crazy. Coming down to the wire like that, though. But, this right here, to be honest with you, DUCHAN needed to slow down. I think he needed to assess the situation just a little bit there, because confirming the kill on the Yeonhong when the Vanessa got the passive up there, I think he needed to slow down and really take in the situation there. Because I think he needed to go after the Vanessa instead of going after the Yeonhong.
He was playing a little bit fast there, Stoic. I'd agree with that. It was really well assembled by TAKUZO, though, I will say. Like, putting DUCHAN in the position of, like, you know, being in between a Yeonhong and a hard place. Like, Yeonhong was such an effective way to take advantage of the defense breaks, and you threaten the Narsha, right? And the Narsha was a great ban, don't get me wrong, but it's just like Yeonhong was really the MVP of that game, and so much damage was dished out.
Yep, well, that Yeonhong is pre-banned now with an all first pick coming out of DUCHAN. We're going to see the Ivor, Light Ivor is going to get pre-banned as well. TAKUZO, he's got a game up on DUCHAN right now, looking at match point.
The underdog up against one of the two favorites of this entire tournament. And right now, TAKUZO is in a really, like, interesting position because now he has a moment to breathe. He's ahead by 1 point. DUCHAN wins this. It's not over. Then this is the part where he can relax and kind of play around a little bit. He can try new things. He can try to get DUCHAN out of his comfort zone. Meanwhile, all the pressure is on DUCHAN right now.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous for DUCHAN right now because of this Abelio. I know Abelio can be a very good unit, but what Abelio is showing right now, he's opting for a turn 2 play. Like, you have a 33 speed lead, you have a Laura. I don't like this, you know what I mean? It's too reactive, and there's just not enough value coming out of it.
I mean, I think the Ragdoll's actually, if it's a little dope right now, considering there's 2 AoE skills in the Nikki and the Etna. I see what you're talking about, though, because, like, is it a little passive? Yes, it is a little bit passive. I'll give you that. But I think if you're gonna pick it, into two AoEs like this is probably the place.
I think my at least 6 years of playing with Ragdolls just I can't help but look at this draft and say the Ragdoll's not going to be enough here. I actually am not the biggest fan of the Douglas. I think the Douglas is fine. I have no problem with this. Ragdoll, so scary. Apparently it's going to get banned out here. I feel like I could care less. Still, I sit here,
the
Evan,
bit continues.
and I will tell you, I could care less.
I know you can. It's so funny. You're so funny. Here we go. Laura with the turn 1. We expected it. Oh, super fast Jameer. Super fast Jameer.
Very fast Jameer. That's going to be helpful for later on, though. Does go with the skill, too. Able to get the slow and attack break on top of the Laura with the additional turn popping up. Laura's trying to eat up just a little bit more damage. This has got to go on to the Oliver or the Cigar.
Low-key an unfortunate proc from Jameer just because you hate to see it early. Oh, but when you can get it on 2 units, then that's pretty nice.
Wow, just Ethnic with a skill 3 into a skill 2, back into a skill 1.
Into a proc. Do it again.
Into
do
what?
it again. Do it again.
What? What? No way.
Dude,
that's how DUCHAN goes down.
Oh,
that's
so
insane,
funny.
dude. So the reset's got to go out onto the Vanessa or this Nikki to stop this unit from taking insane turns here. Looking for some stuns. Hopefully no additional turns are coming out of this Etna again.
Yeah, she needs to settle down. Ma'am, do you have any idea how fast you were just going? Step out of the car, please.
That's
Step
right.
Out of the game.
Yeah, 80 and a 40, like Ethna, that's enough here. So looking at a defense break here, going on onto the Jemaya with the provoke as well. Some additional turns coming up for DUCHAN. He really needs it to try to get himself back in the game here, though.
Yeah. Oh,
skill 2 gonna be back into an Ethna turn shortly.
It took every bit of willpower.
He's got to provoke it. He's got to provoke the Ethna. He's got to stop it. Ended up getting it, so a skill 1's going to go right into him. No additional turns popping out here. Looking for some stuns. Does get that very nice stun on top of this Nikki.
Doesn't even use skill 3. He's like, you know what? He's like, where we're going, we don't need refresh skills. We got a TAKUZO with the biggest upset of the day, taking the win.